What's up guys, it's you, and welcome back to random.org, and you know what that means. It means that right now we have our Pokemon Showdown random number generator edition thing that I'm doing. So we're actually going to jump over here to Pokemon Showdown real quick, if we can, and here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the team builder, and then we're going to generate our Pokemon, and then we are going to go ahead and try to win with whatever Pokemon we have. So of course we have minimum 1, maximum 719, because that is the number of Pokemon in the Pokedex, and we're going to go ahead and hit generate. 392. Why do I feel like that's a good number? It's Incinerator. 390. Oh sweet, we get an Infernape. That's actually really cool. So Infernape is definitely a Pokemon that is viable in OU. And I'm actually really glad that we got something that can at least carry the team if all else goes wrong. So let's go ahead and generate our second number right here, which is going to be 81. So that is definitely Kanto. If we go down to 81, we have Magnemite. Okay. I have an idea of how this could be used. So let's go ahead and slap Magnemite on the team builder. Magnemite. There it is. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and grab another number, which is 445. So let's jump over to 445, which is a oh boy. Look at this, getting just, oh, look at this nice Dragnag combo right here. So I have the option to use Mega Garchomp if I do want to, although I will reserve the right to do so until we figure out the rest of the members of our team. We also have 137, which is pretty late in the Kanto Pokedex, so that's pretty good. Later is generally better. But 137, Porygon. We got a Porygon. So we've alternated between really good and really bad. Porygon. So there it is. Let's go ahead and grab our fifth Pokemon right here, which is going to be number 265. So 265 is going to be a we got a Wurmple. Epic Wurmple sweep? Yes, no? Okay, so there's a Wurmple. I have no idea what Wurmple gets, but let's go ahead and grab the sixth member, which is number 370 in the Dex. And, sorry if there are noises going on in the background. I can't really control that, though. We have a Love Disc rounding out the team, so we definitely have a little bit worse of a team this week. Love. L-U-V-D-I-S-C. There we go. So that is our team this week. I will be actually right back when I figure out what movesets I'm going to run. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, what's up guys? I'm back. And I have the team built. So let's go ahead and look at the team that I did end up coming up with. So we have a Choice Banded Infernape here, which basically is going to play the role of softening physical walls on the team. Because I think I'm going to try to win with Garchomp every game, just because Garchomp is the best Pokemon I have. So I have Choice Banded Infernape with Close Combat, Flare Blitz, U-Turn, and Stone Edge. And then I also have a Violite Magnemite to trap Steel types, like Skarmory for Garchomp, with Thunderbolt, HP Fire, Volt Switch, and Flash Cannon. And then we also have Garchomp, which is our Focus Sash SD Sweeper, who I also didn't put a fourth move on. So we're going to go ahead and make its fourth move be Rock Slide. Or Stone Edge to hit flying types. So there we go. So we have our Focus Sash SD Garchomp with SD, EQ, Dragon Claw, and Stone Edge. And then we also have a Violite Porygon, who's actually really cool because it has actually a really nice special defense stat with a Dry Attack, Recover, Toxic, and Discharge. And then we also have a Violite Wurmple with Bug Bite, Poisonous Sting, Tackle, and String Shot. Like, look at this move pool right here, people. This is amazing. And then rounding out the team, we have Life Orb, Love Disc with Scald, Toxic, Ice Beam, and HP Grass. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to the OU ladder right here and grab a match. I will be thoroughly surprised if we're able to win this game. Looking at this guy's team, he's very, very SD Garchomp weak. So this is good. But I'm gonna go. I have no rocks. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and lead Porygon, because I think Porygon takes on every member of his team pretty well. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. He ends up leading Charizard, which is fine. And this little Porygon right here is going to wall this Charizard. I'm going to go ahead and go straight away for the Toxic. Please don't be Mega. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 Mega options. Yum. I ate that up. And I get the Toxic off too. This is awesome. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and click Recover right here, because Porygon is actually really bulky. Dragon Claw, that did nothing. Look at Porygon being an absolute god. The wall. So I'm going to go for a discharge right here. If he goes into Gyarados, I'm going to laugh. If he goes into this, I'm going to be mildly scared. He ends up going for the Aerial Ace, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and click discharge again, get off 35%, and then I'm going to go ahead and just click recover, because I don't really lose anything by it. And even if he like switches out or whatever, he ends up switching out into his Blastoise, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and go for another Toxic right here. I don't really have any reason not to. And he ends up going for the Ice Beam. That did... Oh, are we for real? Porygon legit walls all of his team, and I'm not going to be able to... Oh, there we go. There's the Thaw. Alright, so there's the Toxic on Blastoise. So I'm just going to go ahead and click recover again with Porygon, because, you know, that's a thing I can do. And Porygon actually shuts down his entire team. So I'm just going to go ahead and click recover again. Now I'm going to click discharge, and I'm going to get off super effective damage on this Blastoise. He doesn't have a steel type that I can trap, which is a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, it's okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out Porygon right here because I don't want to risk it getting frozen. I'm going to go out into my Love Disc, who's actually going to go ahead and pick up a kill right here, as that Aqua Tail did a lot. Alright. I'm going to go for the HP Grass. So that's why people don't use Love Disc, because it's horrendously weak. But we'll see what he decides to go out into next. I'm assuming it's going to be this thing, and he actually ends up going out into Garchomp. Please don't run speed and let me be faster. Please. If Love Disc gets a kill versus Garchomp, I'm never going to let Trident see the end of it. Oh, please. Please, Love Disc. Alright. But anyway, looking at how I'm going to win this match, Porygon 1v1s his entire team. As long as I get rid of Raichu, I think I win. Yes! Oh, wow, okay. Nice revenge freeze. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Love Disc coming in with a base 195 special attack. That's modest right there. And I have a Life Orb. That's 4 times super effective, but I'm able to take out the Garchomp right there. So that's pretty nice. That Love Disc was able to put in some work. We'll see what... Okay, my opponent goes out into Raichu right here, which is fine. I'm just going to go for the Scald, and I outspeed by some miracle. And he has an Absorb Bulb for whatever reason. But that's kind of cool. So he has a +1 Raichu now, if that means anything. I also burned him. Right here, I'm going to go out into my Wurmple. No, Wurmple won't be able to take a hit. I'm going to go out into Raichu. And I'm going to go ahead and click Recover right here, because I don't think I lose anything by it. I'm fairly certain I can wall this Raichu if I want to, as he ends up going for the Electro Ball, which is fine. I can just heal that off and now go for a Tri-Attack this turn, and go ahead and hopefully knock him out. But, you know, this is pretty cool. This is a really hacksy match so far. He ends up going for the Charge Beam. He doesn't get the special attack raise. And look at that new animation for Tri-Attack. Just like piercing right through that Raichu. So that's pretty neat. So Porygon is 1v1ing a team of threats right here. OU, 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 RU, UU, NU. Actually PU, but you know, it's whatever. He goes down to Gyarados, and I'm just going to go ahead and click Discharge right here. And I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to this Gyarados. He goes for Hydro Pump. He's Special Gyarados. And Porygon doing 57% to Gyarados. I end up getting the Para, which is nice, and he's Agua of Berry. Do I even outspeed this thing when it's Parrot? I guess. Okay, so he goes out into Druddigon, which is cool. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight away for the Toxic versus this Druddigon, because I don't actually lose anything by it, and I'm yawning because, you know, it's 2:40. I shouldn't be this tired, but I am. And now I can just go ahead and click Recover versus the entirety of his team. He ends up going for Draco Meteor, getting a crit, doing 34%. And right here, I'm going to go out into my Wurmple right here to sack, because I know I can win the game if I come in and Swords Dance with Garchomp once. His Gyarados is paralyzed. That is just bad. He ends up going for Draco, and Wurmple eats that up. So look at Wurmple coming through. I'm going to go straight away for the Bug Bite, and hopefully get off some damage on this Druddigon, which would be super nice. But I doubt that I could do a whole lot. I'm probably going to do like 9%, even though I'm like max invested. I should have just made this Choice Banded Wurmple. It would have been cool. But you know, it's okay. We'll see what he decides to do right here. But like, this is, I think, a really fun series to record, but it also shows how horrendous the OU ladder is. Like, I'm not that high, I understand that, specifically like 1074, because I'm 2-0, but, I mean, the OU ladder is really bad. So I end up going for the bug bite right there. I go down to the rough skin, and he's going to be right there doing his thing. I'm just going to go ahead and click Swords Dance right here. I know he's rough skin, so he's going to break my sturdy regardless. Not my sturdy, my focus sash. This could actually backfire really bad, depending on how much damage he does to me. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning when I'm recording. I've had kind of I had a long night last night, so, let me see what he decides to do. But yeah, I think Garchomp can go ahead and bring the game home right here. If not, I can just click Choice Banded Stone Edge versus these two things and win. Or Porygon can wall both of them, because if we have learned anything from this, is that Porygon, just like regular Porygon, can wall Titans. So he ends up going out into Gyarados right here, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and click Swords Dance again, because I don't actually lose anything by it. And I can go ahead and finish the game if he gets parried. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and click Dragon Claw right here, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the match by knocking out Gyarados, okay, he ends up just forfeiting, which is probably a good thing for him to do. We've been going for 11 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and grab one more after this. The fact that I've laddered up to 1,100 even is surprising, and we hit a mono fire team, meaning Love Disc is about to pull through, am I right? So I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Infernape right here. I have no check to Talonflame. This is a problem. I'm going to go ahead and lead Infernape. He ends up leading with this thing, so great turn 1 matchup for me. I'm going to go straight out into my Magnemite. We'll see if Magnemite can even take a hit. I doubt that it can, just because it's a Magnemite. Oh, wow. It actually only took 24%. Please be Choice Banded and let me get off the Volt Switch. Please be Choice Banded. Please be Choice Banded. I kind of doubt that he's Choice Banded, but, you know, I've seen crazier things. He ends up going out into Ninetales, which is nice, and I get a solid 40% off versus Ninetales, which now allows me to go out into my Infernape and go ahead and click Choice Banded Stone Edge, which will knock out anything on his team, assuming that I hit. I kind of hope he goes into Talonflame. I missed. Okay, so I guess it was kind of deserved because I got a lot of hacks last match, but it just kind of sucks. I'm going to go out and Love Disc right here, and I'm just going to Toxic whatever comes in, because it will actually probably do more to whatever comes in. So I'm going to hit this Ninetales up. Hopefully he goes out into something I can just like wear down pretty easy, like a Talonflame. Please go out into Talonflame, sir. Please. He ends up going straight away for the Solar Beam to knock me out, though, so it's whatever. I'm going to go ahead and go back out into Infernape and try to click Stone Edge again. He has no switch in to a Stone Edge, so I don't have any reason not to go for it. It kind of sucks that I won't be able to win this game because of Talonflame, but, you know, it's okay. I'm not too worried. We'll see what he decides to go out into next. He ends up going out into this. This seems scarfed. I'm going to sack Wurmple right here. It won't tell me whether he's scarfed or not. He ends up going straight away for the Earthquake, but look at Wurmple eating that up. I'm going to go for the String Shot right here because I can, and it'll lower the speed of something that comes in and maybe allow me to get an SD off. Who knows? I think, though, as long as I preserve Garchomp, I should be good to go, because basically, if this is scarfed, I lose. If that's scarfed, I lose. If I can save Garchomp for that and 1v1 it, then that's amazing. Yeah, there's the speed drop. So I'm going to go straight away for a Poison Sting right here. Please. Okay, he just goes straight away for the Brave Bird and knocks me out, so that's cool. I'm going to go out into my Magnemite right here. Because I know he has Brave Bird, he's going to want to go for it again. He's going to want to switch out because he's not going to be able to do anything to Magnemite. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Volt Switch. And even if he stays in, then I just go out into Porygon, and it's not too big of a deal. So, you know, I'm not too worried, actually. We actually haven't hit any Steel types so far, which would have been a problem for our team. But we have, like, our mini Dragmag core going on right here. So he goes out into Sonic, and I just click Volt Switch, which is cool. And I'm going to go out into Infernape right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and click Close Combat, because I've already revealed the Stone Edge. I don't think he wants to... Actually, I have to go for the Stone Edge right here, because that's a resist. That's a resist. Are we serious? Are we serious? I can't hit a Stone Edge to save my life. I would have actually had a chance in this game had it not been for the Stone Edge misses and whatnot. There it is, another missed Stone Edge, so lucky and bad. I'm going to go out into my Garchomp right here, because Garchomp is a pretty safe switch. And I'm just going to click Earthquake. If he doesn't have a Scarfer, I still have a chance. But the chance of him having a Scarfer is probably... Oh! If he just sacked his Scarfer, that's cool. Because, okay, he goes into this. I have Stone Edge. Please hit Stone Edge, Garchomp. Garchomp, if you don't hit Stone Edge, I lose. Oh my, yes! Garchomp is bringing it back, people. Even, like, maybe Infernape is just blind and Garchomp is just bringing it home. Right here, I'm going to go out into Porygon, though, because I think he has to go for his Ghost Stab right here. So he ends up going for Flamethrower, which does a lot because that's Sun boosted. But I'm going to go for the Discharge. I gotta hope for the Para right here. Please get the Para. Get the Para. Get the Para. Okay, I don't get the Para. I'm going to go straight away for another Discharge as he ends up knocking me out, which sucks. I'm going to go out and Garchomp. Please don't be Scarf. Please don't be Scarf Chandelure. Please be Specs. He's Scarf. Okay, that did a lot of damage. That's a crit and a burn. So welcome to my life, people. So that's a pretty good game. But, you know, that's actually our first loss on Pokemon Showdown RNG Edition. And because this match didn't last very long, I'll probably go ahead and grab another one. Because, you know, this team's actually kind of cool. If I would have hit Stone Edges, I probably would have won that game. But, you know, it's whatever. So we hit a guy named Darby Play SD using a Ponyard. So he actually has a cool team, like, up until... Like, this part of his team is cool. I'm not a huge fan of Fortress, and then he has this thing, so... I think I'm going to lead Levdisc as he ends up leading Ponyard. So I'm going to get the turn 1 burn, and this is going to do like 20% because I'm a Levdisc. Did 33%, you get the burn. Don't get the burn, he knocks off my Life Orb. I'm going to go for another Scald right here as he ends up just knocking me out with the Sucker Punch. I didn't really feel like playing around with the things. But I'm going to go out and Magnemite right here, and I'm just going to click HP Fire because he is now trapped with this Ponyard, which is cool. He ends up going for the knockoff, and I'm actually not able to kill him. That did nothing. I'm going to go ahead and predict the Sucker Punch and go out in a Wurmple right here because I still need Magnemite to trap this in order to win. Even though I probably won't be able to win with Garchomp, which sucks. Just because he does have double Intimidate Core. He ends up going for the knockoff here, getting rid of my Violite, so Ponyard putting in some work, and I think right here I'm just going to go for the String Shot. No, that'd be that'd be murder right there. I'm going to go for another Bug Bite, and just pretty much allow him to knock me out. Oh, he ends up going for the Iron Head, but you know, it's all the same. Right here, since I have Infernape, I'm just going to go straight away for the Flare Blitz. I don't think I lose a whole lot by going for it. It's going to do a lot of damage. So, even if he goes out into his own Infernape right here, I have no switch-ins. So, that's cool. He ends up going on to Lando. I'm going to go ahead and assume he's Scarf, just from the way he brought it in. I'm going to go into my Porygon, though. And he ends up going for the knockoff. Getting rid of my Violite, so he has like 9 knockoff users, which is really unfortunate. Which means Porygon will now not be able to wall anything, which sucks. He ends up going out into his own Infernape right here, and I think I'm just going to go straight away for the Recover versus this. Hopefully he goes for the U-turn or something, goes for the Mach Punch, and is able to take me out. So I think this is where I lose the game, because I can't beat this Infernape, but I'm just going to go straight away for the Close Combat, because I don't lose anything. I'm Choice Banded. I do a lot of damage. And we'll see what he decides to go out into next. Honestly, Infernape nukes a lot of his team, but at -1, -1, -1, I can't really do a whole lot to him. So I'm going to go ahead and sack my Garchomp right here, as that did 64%, and I can live. Okay, that just means I'm going to double out into Magnemite, predicting the Fortress. Okay, he goes for double knockoff. That's cool. I'm going to go out into Infernape and click Flare Blitz then, because I can do a lot of damage. I'm Choice Bandit. He lived. He lived. He lived. Help. I'm going to go straight away for the U-turn right here, because like, it doesn't really matter. I lose regardless, but I can try, right? Maybe he's like not Mega Manectric. That'd be cool. Alright, I'm going to go for the Earthquake right here. And he's just going to go for the HP Ice and take me out. So that's a good game. We hit a legit team, meaning I was going to lose. But, you know, it's okay. It's fun nonetheless. So, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like. So it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is... Oh, which member do you think put in the most work this session? For me, I would have to say it's Porygon. Porygon didn't really do a whole lot the second session or the second or third match, but it completely like 1v1 the first team, completely to my surprise. So I would have to vote Porygon. But with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip flop.